Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host Lovely Cheese Pizza here. Welcome to another installment of Sports Sunday where we talk about sports life and everything in between as we are playing more baseball stars, trying to keep the perfect season alive still. We are but 3 games away before we go play against the American Dream, and I am so excited for that. Those games are going to be such total and complete chaos. They're going to be great. So tonight, let's try to shoot and make this thing 38-0. I'm feeling pretty confident about it. And tonight also, it's going to be one of the few times that I can remember in this series that we're going to operate in the everything in between category as far as talking points are concerned. Because I had something happen last night. A couple of things, actually, one of which was a first that I've never done before, and the second of which was just fucking weird. It was really strange. And so I thought I'd tell you guys about it here. So for the limited audience that this thing reaches out to, you guys are in for a treat. Get to hear about some stuff that went on in the life of yore. So get a load of this. Get a load of this. So last night it was my friend Matt's 29th birthday. Which, every time it's somebody's 29th birthday now, by the way, that's totally gonna be a home run, I think it isn't out. Okay, never mind. Every time it's somebody's 29th birthday, by the way, it reminds me of, I think it was called, it was a game for the original Xbox. I think it was called, MLB Inside Pitch, and I think it was like 2004, I think was the name of it. And, There was like a challenge mode in this game, and they'd give you like all these specific scenarios that you had to try to replicate, which I thought was really, really cool. I don't think I've seen any baseball games since then that had that type of challenge mode, and it's really cool. Like they had, oh shit, that's not good. That's really not good. Oh no. Oh boy, this is not getting started on the right note here. Oh boy. Okay. Minimize the damage a little bit, but we're down 1-0 with no outs. Oh boy, we got to be careful here. This is a situation that could kind of start snowballing on itself if we're not careful, and it's gonna continue. Shit, these guys. Okay, we got one. That makes me feel a lot better about what just happened. Yeah, you gotta get at least 1 out somewhere. Oh my god. Wherever you can, dude. These guys are getting all these little dribbler hits, man. It's killing me. But anywho, so they had in the game, they had you like replicate when Mike Cameron, almost had the 5 home run game, and there were like somebody hitting for the cycle and all these things. And one of them, it was on Nomar Garciaparra's 29th birthday. I think he hit like 3 home runs or something like that, or had like 7 RBIs or something crazy. And so your task is to replicate that. But in that, like every time you'd start the challenge, you'd always have Joe Buck's voice coming out saying, "Today is Nomar's 29th birthday," and they kind of go through like this other little, set of exposition for it. And it just drives you fucking crazy because it's a really hard challenge to do from what I remember. And so every single time I'd start doing it, you just want to blow your damn brains out because right away you gotta at least get one of the home runs out of the way on your first hit. And so if you don't get it, you gotta restart it, and every single time you hear Joe Buck doing, "Today is Nomar's 29th birthday," and so now every single time it's somebody's 29th birthday, I immediately think of that. But that's besides the point. We at least got one of those runs back, by the way. I feel a lot better now about that. Not wise to try to steal third, by the way. It's a pretty tough one. Unless you got a guy with blazing speed, you're not gonna pull that off. And unfortunately, we blew our opportunity to tie the game right there. So yeah, so for his birthday, we went out to a couple bars, had some bombs of Jaeger, and I had some Fireball with some Coca-Cola products, and I also had some very tasty hops and water along with other flavoring agents, and after that we went to a friend's house, and he's a Turkish guy. And so he had like this cool Turkish, I think Turkish vodka, which I've talked about that before with you guys. God damn it. This is not what I need, man. You can't be down 3-1 in the second inning. Actually, I'd much rather be down 3-1 in the second inning than the 7th. So, you know, we're gonna have plenty of time to right the ship here, but it is not looking good. The perfect season is I'm getting a little uncomfortable with it right now, with the way that these guys are able to hit today. But anywho, so we get to his house, and he's got this whole spread of alcohol. It's pretty crazy. He's got, you know, he's got like whiskey, and he's got Jaeger, and he's got that Turkish vodka that, you know, turns white when you pour water in it, which is crazy awesome. And he had like all these other things, and he totally had absinthe, and I've never had absinthe before. Was really interested in trying it, but I didn't want to be the only one trying it. And so I was like, dude, I've never had this before. And he's like, I'll try it with you. I was like, hey, I gotta be the designated driver tonight, so I'm not trying to be, you know, the only person getting down on this. Come on. He's gonna be out. Shit. No. Oh, damn it. Well, that was a total failure. I should have just let that thing go. I should have let him just try to slide into second. It was gonna be one of those things where it was gonna be close enough. I just kinda panicked there. Come on, drop. There we go. Unfortunately, we could have had a guy at like third base by now. But it's fine. Kevin's gonna be able to make it to second. And I should probably actually let him attempt to steal it. So I was like, hey man, I gotta be the designated driver, and so if we're gonna do this, I'm only doing, you know, maybe a half a shot of it. And so he's like, alright, I'll do the other half then, you know, if you do it with me. And so, you know, he pours the thing, and I smelled it, and it's just, oh god. Like, I don't do Jaeger very well, because I don't do black licorice type of stuff very well. And this stuff, if you don't know what absinthe is, like, first of all, it totally... I don't know if the stuff that they sell now has like the crazy psychotropic effects that like old school absinthe had. Maybe it does. I think it's probably the wormwood in there that does it. But you can totally hallucinate and stuff if you have enough of it. And so, but it's like, it is super, and I mean super, licoricey. I mean, it's wormwood, it's fennel, and it's anise, and all those things are, you know, in the licorice family. They all have the same kind of flavor profile, but the licoricey taste is so much more intense than Jaeger. Like, I would drink Jaeger straight, just for the hell of it. Before I would really ever go back and have absinthe again. That stuff was so wildly offensive on my palate. It was, oh man. And like that stuff, it hits you so fast. But I definitely tried it. And then I made the vital mistake, like after I had like a little bit of a buzz going on from everything else that I drank. After that absinthe, it like kind of threw me into like a 20-minute long kind of tailspin where I was just like, dude, this stuff's kind of nuts. And right after that, the guy's house that we were at, he totally has he had PlayStation VR, and so he's like, "Hey man, have you tried this out yet?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Well, I got a couple of games for it. You want to try it out?" And I was like, "Sure." And so he loads up. It's like this. It's like a rail shooter kind of horror game. It's crazy. I don't remember what it was called, but you go through like this weird like. It kind of reminded me of like Carnival a little bit, the arcade game Carnival, where it's just kind of like this weird kind of fun house of like all these, you know, creepy ass things, and you're using weapons and stuff. It's so awesome though. Like that's my first time ever trying any of the VR devices, and just like its ability to really like make you feel like you're sitting right there. It's so cool. Like, I would love to, you know, get my hands on that. Come on. Yes! Oh, that's perfect. Needed that so bad. That's a great way to start the inning. So, that was pretty cool. I definitely got my first experience with PSVR, and I can't wait to have more experiences like that. Are we gonna have another one of these? We are not. He's gonna get to that. Well, shit. So that was that. And so, later on, after Matt and Elijah and I went to Denny's to go get some food to, you know, because none of us had eaten in like multiple hours, we decided, you know, we're gonna go to Denny's, we're gonna get some food, you know, blah blah blah. And after that, I had to take everybody home because now it was like 3:15 in the morning. And this is where the weird part of this story comes in. Like, over the years, I've told you guys about some pretty strange stories about like paranormal things that have happened. out, out around Matt's house for one reason or another. He lives out in the middle of the woods, and so you never know what you're gonna get out there. And so, oh, is he gonna get his first hit? Oh no, he didn't get it. I thought he was gonna sneak that thing past him. We played 38 games. We played 38 games, and he still doesn't have a hit yet. I mean, I haven't given him a ton of opportunities, but still, the dude's got to get a hit at some point. He can't go the whole season batting 0. If he does, though, that's gonna go down in infamy. It's gonna be like the kid that it was. Well, I'll talk about that in a different video. But man, that's funny. So anywho, so at this point, I'm going to drop him off. And we're driving out in the middle of the woods, and it's raining. It's raining not like super hard, but hard enough. And keep in mind, it's 3:15 in the morning. There are never people out in that area ever. Like sometimes you'll see cars, but you hardly ever see people. And we're kind of listening to some jams in the car or whatever, and Matt and Elijah are talking, and I'm driving. All of a sudden, we're just driving, and all of a sudden I see the silhouette of somebody walking like down the opposite side of the road. And keep in mind, like it's mainly like forests and shit out here. So this is what was so startling about it, is I see, the silhouette of somebody a little ways down the road just walking down the road. And I was like, that's kind of weird. Who the hell would be out here 3:15 in the morning, out in the rain nonetheless? And he's just strolling, and we drive by him eventually. And this is the weird part, like, we drive by him, and he's got like a hood up, it looked like, but he's just walking straight forward, and I swear to God, this was, it's like making me cringe thinking about it. The weird part about it is that I caught a glimpse of his face, just a little bit, and I swear to God that whatever it was, that face was not normal looking. And I don't mean like he was ugly, like, it looked like either he was wearing a clown mask and he was like one of the clown mask people that's been, roaming around doing whatever the hell they're doing, or his face was just like severely, like, almost like inhuman looking. It looked so bizarre and like not natural whatsoever. And so it like totally freaked me out. I didn't really think about it as much at that moment. I was like, man, that's really kind of weird. And so, but after that, we just, I just kept driving, went on my merry way, went, down another mile or so to go drop Matt off. And then I was going to turn around and start heading towards home. And I remember one of the first things I thought of, and I was talking to Lige when he got up in the front seat. I was like, dude, did you see that weird guy? Because for some reason, I felt like I was the only one that noticed it. And he's like, well, I saw him. And he was like, what was the weird deal with him? And I told him, and he was like, oh, that's fucking creepy. And I was like, I don't know why, but I have like this really weird feeling that we're going to pass by him again at some point. Like, because you got to go back down the exact same way to take this little side road to get towards the freeway. And it was really close to where he was at when we initially saw him, and so I was really kind of apprehensive about it. I was like, I just hope that he's already walked far enough that, he's going to be, further down the road than what we're going to be able to see. And so we're driving that way, and we're getting up to that area, and I can feel my body just starting to tense up a little bit, just because I was like, it's kind of the moment of truth, I guess, in all this. And so we get towards that road, and as we're approaching it, we see him walking still, by the way. He's still walking down the road, but now he's on the side that my car is on, and he's still walking that way, and like we're both he and me are approaching this this little turnoff at the exact same time. And I don't know why it went through my head. If for some reason it went through my head. Oh no. Oh damn it, we didn't score. Dude, we didn't score! We had bases loaded and we couldn't score in that. You gotta be joking me. Oh, man, this is rough. We're in the 6th inning in a tie game right now. I needed to get at least a run there. I hate this area because this is where they start getting, generally garbage runs. But it's not happening. But yeah, so we both approached that little road right at the same time. And I don't know why it inhabited my head, but I was like, for some weird reason, I feel like if I turn to go down this road, for some reason, he's just gonna, like, you know, initiate into, like, this crazy rage mode, and he's gonna, like, approach the car, and he's gonna try to do something crazy, like, oh boy, we need a ground ball so bad right now. That's fine. I'll totally take that. I was like, I just feel like he's gonna, like, go into this crazy rage mode and, like, bust out the passenger side window when we approach, and he's gonna, you know, start trying to kill people or something, because who, for what, like, why would anybody, for any reason, be just walking around out in this area at 3:30 in the morning by themselves? There's, like, no earthly reason why anybody would be doing that. It just, it felt so out of place. And so I just totally decided, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep driving, I'm going a different way to get out of here. I'm not even gonna bother with it. But it was so weird because every strange thing that I have ever encountered out in that area, with the exception of one time, has always been at that same intersection to that road going towards the freeway. I've had like 3 or 4 different experiences on that specific spot of the road. And that's so weird to me. I don't know why that is. Like, it's gotta be more than just coincidence, you know? And I know that maybe I'm, like, loading up my head with a bunch of McGillicuddy or something because I watch a lot of Ghost Adventures, but that seems oddly coincidental to me that I have that many experiences in the same exact place. Or at least on, you know, whether it's in that spot or extremely close to it. That seems, like, oddly, you know... It's something just doesn't add up, I guess is what I'm trying to say out of it. Come on, baby, come on. Come on. God, I wish you were faster. You're not gonna make that. There's no way. Oh, God, now we need one more hit. I need one more hit. Come on, Fuller. Don't go easy on the Pepsi now. Oh, sometimes we get lucky with those. Oh, boy. Come on, baby. Don't screw with me here. I need this hit. I really need this hit. Or a walk. I'll take a walk too if I can get my hands on it. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. Damn it. That is like the 3rd inning that we've had an opportunity to, you know, either chip into the lead or take it, and we can't pull it off. Oh God, the tension is rising. It's getting a little, well, you could cut the tension with a chainsaw right now. But we're gonna make it happen. I'm confident. I'm still feeling real good about our chances to get this thing. This is the trap game, ladies and gentlemen. This is the trap game. I'm sorry, you know, my voice is getting all weird because I'm super full of spaghetti and root beer right now. I really shouldn't have had that second plate. It was a really bad idea. It was a good idea initially because it was delicious, but now I'm so overfilled with it that, oh God, I feel like if somebody even so much as, like, touched my stomach, it would just turn into a total vomit fest. I would just be blowing chunks like I, you know, went on one of the crazy-ass inverted rides at the fair. Which I don't do very well with those, so that shit is not happening. Alright, we got 6 outs, damn it, we gotta do this. And we got our best hitter up right now. Come on, Snakes, don't let me down. We can't lose to Clint. You know, you just can't. Not Clint Eastwood, for crying out loud. There it is! He has done it! He has brought us to salvation! Yeah! Snakes, you beautiful bastard, you! Oh, the prophecy has been fulfilled. Oh, man. We live to see another day. I mean, the game's not over yet. The game is certainly not over yet. We gotta get one out of Uncle Frank Castle here, too. Maybe not a home run, but I would love a double right now if it were at all possible. Ooh, boy. Man, I knew there was going to be a moment somewhere. I never felt like we were going to lose the game. I was wondering when it was going to finally happen. When were we going to finally, you know, break through the proverbial defensive wall that is the world powers out here. And we finally did it. Oh yeah, the avalanche may just begin now. It may just happen. We'll see. Oh, Peter, you pumpkin eater, you. Let's go. Stop eating the pumpkin pie and let's get a base hit. Let's blow this thing wide open. That's not what I'm looking for. However, no. Oh, no, that's going to be a double play anyways. Ooh, okay, he's safe. I don't feel bad about it now. Oh, they're getting a little... The nappy roots? Alright. The nappy roots. That's fine. Oh, why did I do that? I could have easily taken a hit batter there. I did it again! Oh, God. I'm getting a little bit too happy of a trigger finger here. Oh, damn it. That was just good pitching. It was good pitching, and it was really crappy reaction on my part there. Come on, Jeffy. Come on, Jeffy. Oh, damn it. Oh, boy. Come on. God, give me something I can actually swing at. I know I'm doing it, but I'm doing it out of reflex. Like, none of these pitches are really that great. I just keep... I can't not swing at them. There it is. God, he got plunked by that thing. Just straight up knocked the hell out. And that's how that ends, huh? Another bases loaded. Man, it's like watching the White Sox play. All the bases loaded moments where you get really nothing out of it. Okay, this is good. It is time to bring in the man. Do not, I repeat, don't you dare give up a home run right now. If you do, there's gonna... I could feel it for like a split second. That thing, you know, it had the initial feel. Okay, I ain't pitching your ass outside. It is not gonna happen. If you think for 1 second that I have forgotten about what happens when I pitch you outside, you are sorely mistaken. But I'm gonna try to lure you back in. There we go. Yeah. And now I'm giving you the gas face right down the middle. And by the middle, I mean the middle of the left side of the plate. Super glad that he didn't even bother. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, he was ready. He's like, dude, you're gonna strike him out? I'll show you what I've been loading into my socks. Still ridiculous that his nickname is Socks. I'm never gonna be able to get over that. Come on, get it. And we're good. Yes. Got out of the inning. Whew, and that was a really important inning, too, because that's, like, all their power hitters right there. That's where all their best guys were, so we got out of that. More than likely, unless just pure catastrophe strikes, I think we're gonna get out of this thing. And hell, even Hector Camacho here is even gonna have something to say. If, you know, he can get a pitch that actually is worth swinging at. That I don't continue to swing at for no particular reason other than to just do it. That might work. That might work. It's slow enough. Oh boy. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, dude, that was my deal. That whole creepy ass thing on the road was just it was really strange to me. And just like the look, like the thing about his face, what got me, because I forgot to mention when we passed him the second time when he was walking the other direction, oh boy. Oh, Snakes did him again! Snakes did it again! Oh no! I mean, oh yes, but oh man, you're gonna let that guy beat you twice. So like when we passed him, I slowed down initially because I wanted to take the turn onto that street, but when I saw where he was, I just decided not to do it. And as soon as I kind of like swerved to start going back the other way, I looked in my rearview mirror and I saw the guy, you know, kind of acknowledge that I was there, and he turned and looked at me. And like we didn't make eye contact obviously because I was looking in my rearview mirror, so you know he wasn't gonna see me. But I caught like a glimpse of his face again, and it just looked so weird. Like it was really, really pale, and like I couldn't see the whites of his eyes at all. And his face just looked so like emotionless, you know. And like it kind of reminded me of the story I told a long time ago about this just totally like inhuman type of person that I encountered at work one day, and he had like that same just kind of dead inside look, you know, in his face. There was just nothing there at all. And that's why, like, as soon as I made that eye contact with him, I was fucking gone. I was like, I'm not even gonna hang around for another second. I am out of here. I can find a different way to get out of here. I'm not even putting myself I'm not even gonna let myself be in that situation. And it was so bizarre. And then I ended up getting home at 4:15 in the morning, and that was the end of that. And I had to work the following morning, Not a good look, man. So basically, the moral of the story is don't be the designated driver in an evening where, you know, you have to drive them home out in the middle of the woods at 3:15 in the morning, where you're potentially going to see a guy that's either wearing a clown mask or he has a devil face. That's kind of what it comes down to. He is safe. This game has gone completely, you know, out of control. I feel like, didn't we have a game like this against, was it the Ghastly Monsters that we had one like this, where it was like super close and we ended up winning still by like 7 or 8 runs? We had one of these types of innings where we just blew the whole thing open and ended up winning by way too much. I feel like that's what we've had this before. But that 9th inning, man, it always wears them down. It always wears them down. But hey, you know, on the bright side, you know, they gave us a good game, and that's all you can ask for. You know, we haven't had a lot of these over this series. I think we've had probably about 5 of them. And, you know, 5 out of 38's not a high percentage. So when it does happen, it kind of makes you smile a little bit. You know, it's nice that, you know, they still got a little bit of fight left in them. And, you know, ultimately, you know, we got the payoff and they didn't, and they're gonna, you know, they're gonna go back home and they're gonna, you know, they're gonna totally not acknowledge their wife and kids because they're still in a bad mood, and they're gonna, you know, go to the fridge and they're gonna open up the jug of milk and take a swig out of it because, you know, everybody does that when they get home. They, out of anger and rage, you just open up a jug of milk just to take a swig and get all your saliva and bacteria in it, and then you go straight for the hard stuff. You know, you make yourself a nice, you know, microwave Stouffer's chip beef, and then you grab the scotch. You go sit in the armchair, and you know, you watch you know, like pre-recorded concerts from back in 1967. It reminds you of the good old days, and then, you know, you drink until you pass out, and that's just your life. And you go back and you do it again. And so with that, let's go make our players a little better. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Like, AC should have totally had something by now. Like, everybody else has hits. That one makes sense. You know, he's got batting 7. He's got 3 and 3. Rod's got 6 and 7. Balzac's 5 and 5. Okay, he's definitely the worst out of the bunch. But that's no excuse. You should still be able to get a base hit with that. I'm not changing it. I'm gonna force him to, you know, get better through the power of suggestion. You know, it's got to happen. I'm not gonna sit here and empower him by saying, "Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna spend the money to make you better." I'm gonna make him get better the old-fashioned way. Okay, so Snake's still good to go. He's always good to go. He's close, so you know what? We're gonna power him up because we've got barely enough money to do it. Oh, there it is. We got it. Okay, this is good. Let's do one of these, one of these, one of these. One for batting, one for defense, and one for the hitting. Oh, that's beautiful. And now he's totally maxed out. That's even better. So now we have, what, 1, we've got 2. I could have sworn we had a third one that was right there. Maybe not. Yeah, we got 3. So Jeff's also done. So yeah, Kevin, Gus, Hector, and Fuller, and Buzz, Hector, Fuller, and Snakes are the only guys that are left. That, you know, as far as our position players go that aren't pitchers. So this is good news. This is very good news. So, my friends, we're going to call it good right here. And when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Baseball Stars on Sports Sunday, we are 38-0. It was a close one. It really was. But we've got 2 games left against the World Powers. And after that, the time has come. So until then, my friends, this is your host saying thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend or whatever day it is that you decided to watch. And I'll catch you next time. So take care. Bye.